And we are live tonight from the Outer Rim in what is another gorgeous Monday morning. Hi, guys. How are you?
Oh,
Cubs,
man.
how are you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Another episode of Rogue Actions. And I just want to thank all of you, by the way. Rogue Actions has become one of my favorite YouTube moments of every week. So I'm happy you guys like it, and I'm enjoying it too.
Yeah, we get a lot of comments every week. It's like, I look forward to Monday morning. I look forward to this. Me and Cubs, we're making sure we meet every time to film this, and we fit it in. So
it's our weekly date night.
Yeah, and we get to dish on each other and just talk about whatever. So, here we go, Cubs. We have 3 topics. You guys know the drill. 3 topics on my channel, 3 topics over on Cubs' channel. You want the whole video, you got to go like and subscribe to both. And let's just get right into it, guys. And Cubs. I played against a maxed out Rolls-Royce 6 Zeta Ray, Galactic Legend Ray in GAC last night, Friday night. Not my account, quite obviously. A friend of our community's, Mo Pills, his account. And the guy he was going against put his Ray on defense, maxed out completely, Relic 7, all the Zetas, insane mods. It did not go well.
Was your sphincter tight? Well. Was it just?
Yes. My butt was clenched the whole fight. No, we basically threw Pills's team at it as well.
Yeah.
Pills's was not quite all the way up to the same level as that guy's.
Okay.
So that could have been the difference there. And then it got obliterated, and we put probably 6 or 7 more teams into it, got it down to just Ray and Poe, and threw a full Padme team at it, and that got wrecked. And these are like whale cracking accounts. It was not encouraging, man. It was a little scary, a little nerve-wracking. I think everybody in my chat was just like,
wow,
whoa, this is coming.
Yeah.
And it was a wake-up call for everybody. Like, and then, I don't know, very interesting thing. Have you seen it in the wild yet? Have you talked to people in your community that have experienced it? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, so I've been making videos on it, and a huge shout out to Kiaway, who is another smaller YouTuber out there, just kind of getting his start, who was kind of theory crafting a few counters, some of which have worked, which gives me hope that there are some counters for GAC not really going to be plausible because they take like 5 teams apart to get it to work.
Right.
But I have not seen them in the wild yet. I do see them at the top of my arena server. The top 10 is all Galactic Legends now. And I've just kind of said, you know what? I salute you guys. My time in the top 10 of my arena shard has come and gone. I don't feel like it is possible for me to get there anymore. I think it's kind of disappointing for that to be the case. But you know what? I get my enjoyment out of Grand Arena, and I'm not going to be able to farm as fast as a result, and I'm going to pray like crazy that I don't see opponents that have Galactic Legends Ray. But my mentality now is if I see Galactic Legend Ray, especially, maybe Kylo, but especially Ray, it's just an auto loss. They're going to put him on defense front row. I won't be able to do anything. That's how it feels.
Yeah. And that's basically how it felt last night. And I had a Kraken count at my disposal, and it just did not go well. Very sombering feeling to end the stream, just to get stonewalled like that.
Yeah.
And with a account with a ton of money invested into it. So important things to call out here is, like, obviously the matchup wasn't 1-to-1. That guy's Ray was just a little bit better. So maybe it's a little bit, but I mean, Cubs, like, old meta team, I mean, we call them old meta team like Padme, you know, a meta team from 6 months ago, getting a 2v5, just getting blitzed, and Ray just wiping the board with people. We couldn't even dent her. I mean, it was nuts, man. It was not fun.
We've seen power creep in this game, and we've complained about it. We complained about it with characters like Malik, Jedi Revan, notably, but we've never seen anything jump up this substantially. And for Capital Games to take now a moment in this game's history where the morale is at an all-time low, which I thought the morale was at an all-time low a while ago. We've now found that the hole does go deeper. We're at that deepest moment I've ever seen us in, and to have no content, the event sucks, and we've got this dramatic of a power leap. It just feels downright discouraging to play the game right now. And we were talking before we started. We're just like, man, is this the end? You know, it just, and I don't mean to be doomsday right now, but if something doesn't change soon, I do think that this game is in its last year potentially, because it's just so bad. I don't mean to be too negative. I'm sorry, but
yeah, I mean, all you have to do, I mean, if those people out there, because we know they're going to pop up in the comments, why are you guys being so negative? We're going to get that first. And we're not being negative. This is the reality right now. Go look at the Q1s from last year, the Q1 from 2018, Q1 from 2017. There was the Sith raid. There was all this Darth
Sith raid. Yeah.
Big events. There was all sorts of stuff happening.
Yeah.
Nothing is happening right now. Nothing.
The negativity comes, and this is something I actually learned from a dev, not at Capital Games, a dev at Glue Entertainment, who is doing Disney Sorcerer's Arena. But we had a little chat, and I said, you know, I have the potential sometimes to say negative things about your game, just so you know. Let's get that out of the way right now. And he's like, good, because when people are negative in videos about the game, it comes from a place of passion and a place of love. And that is how you and I are. So pardon my French, but that's not even French. But screw all of you who tell us not to be negative, because Urza and I love the hell out of this game and this community. And that is why we get on here and we're maybe somber, because things just look bad. And it's really depressing when you love it. If we didn't love this game, we'd just be like, you know, whatever.
You wouldn't be getting this video right now.
It's discouraging. It's like watching, it's like you have a child who is wayward, going off this beaten path, doing all sorts of crazy stuff that you know is bad for them, and there's nothing you can do. They're making their own decisions, and it hurts.
Let me ask you this. Okay, so let's not turn the page quite yet on Galactic Legends.
Okay.
I want to talk to you about. We had an after party, and I talked a lot to the people that were chasing Galactic Legends, and it was like, well, do you stop at this point? For those of you that are so far off, and the recommendation from our friend Pills was like, well, if you're way far off, he's like, there's going to be something else.
I know.
So do you hold resources and because quite honestly, Cubs, for me, it is a full gear on Rose, full gear on the the Resistance Bros.
Yeah.
Like getting some ships up, and it's like taking all that gear and all that investment and all that time to get Ray just to be replaced down the road by something else. And it made me stop for a second. I'm like, I don't even know if I should continue on with this. For the first time ever, like, I'm not going to chase something. Is that crossed your mind?
Oh, dude, I'll put it this way. I've got a couple characters in my favorites that I think are there for Galactic Legends. I went to farm Sith Trooper shards today, simmed 5 nodes, got 0 shards, refreshed with 50 crystals, which, because I'm lower in arena now, that's a lot to me.
Yep.
Got 0 shards again. And I'm at, he's at 3 stars right now. And so just getting him to 7 stars and then the gear. And I'm 0 for 26 for all of the Galactic Legends characters. I don't have a single one ready. And so, yeah, I mean, I feel like, how screwed am I if I don't go for this?
Right? Well, you just don't know, right? I mean, they could release some marquee.
But the distance to go seems so insurmountable to me that I can't wrap my mind around that. I just can't wrap my mind around farming for that.
And we're in the same boat, because I mean, I've checked out of arena a long time ago.
Yeah.
I just can't. I don't. I mean, for us, time is like, time's an important thing for us, and it's just like we have families. We have we're content creators. It's like very important for me to sit down 2 hours every night and do climbing an arena. Yeah, maybe I can get there. Maybe I can get top 10, top 5. But at the end of the day, like, am I going to be able to do that in a week from now, 2 weeks from now, when everybody gets their GLs maxed out? No. So I don't know, man. It just, you've gotten to the place where you just realize you may never get there. And that's the thing that's very sobering. It's just like, okay, well, this is the first time where I'm going to be bowing out on content for this game, because it's just gotten to a place where it's insane.
They've taken the player experience and not just made it exhausting, they've made it absolutely, utterly demoralizing unless you're spending copious amounts of money. And I don't think that they realize how demoralizing it is to play their game for people. I mean, think about it. We've been here since, and this video is probably going to go long. I'm sorry, but it's a good subject. But we've been here since 2015. We've invested how much time and energy, money into this game. It's incredibly demoralizing to look at it like, I've been playing this game this long, and my potential to get these characters right now feels like, almost non-existent. I don't feel like I can do it. I can say I'm going to do it, but will the game even be around by the time I get half of the requirements done?
Right. The rate we're going right now, we may not see these characters in our lifetime. Like the rate this game is going and the way things are progressing right now, and the amount of time that we're seeing each and every day to farm up all these requirements.
Yeah.
It's insane. And the other part of that is it makes you really appreciate the Krakens and the whales and the guys that actually went the extra mile to go get that. Because it's like, man, those guys put some serious freaking cheddar into this. And like, they are basically keeping this game, keeping the lights on right here, right now. So,
yeah, I don't know, man. Best I could say to leave it off is I'm glad we're leaving it off because this subject legitimately makes me depressed, like just really depressed.
Absolutely, man. I feel it too, dude. And I'm like, what am I doing here? I feel like I'm just spinning my wheels, farming those three characters, Rose and and Poe. And I'm like, oh, I have to, relic my BB-8 up. I have to relic Resistance Pilot. She's level 80. That was the last time I, touched her. So, anyways. Positive video. Here we go. Stay and play, Cubs. Let's talk about this. Maybe we can glean some positivity from this.
All right, so here we go. We got our stay and play announcement from Capital Games, everyone. Now, I think there's nothing really bad about this. Like, I made a video about this myself, commenting about the current situation with COVID-19, and CG should do something to give us something additional to do in the game. As a result, a lot of us, they got a captive audience, which we said like 3 weeks ago. And here we finally got it. So I like it, but I'm curious to get your take, Urza. I think there's a couple key areas that they've really kind of missed the mark, I think, on this. Let's hear what you think, though.
Where the hell are the freebies? Like, every game is giving out free stuff.
Yeah.
Where the hell are the freebies? I don't know.
Especially, like, they're so frugal with this kind of thing. And to me, I'm like, especially now, you just cashed in on, I think they got $15 million in revenue in March, 15 million or something like that. You just cashed in on almost no effort. No effort. You got a huge payday because of the whales going after these Galactic Legends that you put almost no effort into. How can you not at least give the community something?
Here's the thing. Yeah, right? Here's the thing. Like all those people that are free to play farming toward Galactic Legends and leveling up their Resistance Pilot and all that crap. You think they don't need a free stun gun, a free, Carbanti? Like, how hard is that? One Carbanti is a drop in the bucket here when it comes to farming these requirements.
Yeah.
Like, how many Carbantis does certain characters take? 4 or 5?
I'd like to know how many Carbantis I need right now for my Galactic Legend Ray and Kylo farm.
I mean, they've done it before, and that's what's upsetting here. They have done it before where they've given out a free Carbanti. We've seen it probably like 3 or 4 times.
They did say that they're giving out stuff on May the 4th, so they just want to wait for that. But they would have done that anyway. So
who cares? The Cubs, that is not an excuse. We are in a global pandemic right now. Every other video game company out there, I mean, Raid freaking Shadow Legends can get it right. And who are those guys? I forget,
Dragon Champions.
Name. Every company can get it right.
Marvel Strike Force.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
We've got some events here, guys. If you're really bored, you can play Mythic Artist of War for the 50th time and maybe have fun with it.
It's something to do. It's something to do. So to me, it's positive, but also what kind of bothers me about this, we'll see. Maybe there's a follow-up announcement, but you've got this stuff going for a week. and that's it. Like
Right.
this pandemic's been going on for how long? It's going to be going on for how much longer? I don't know. We're being so negative about capital games in this video. Okay? CG, even when you're doing something that's seemingly positive, it's hard to give you benefit of the doubt right now. Like, come on, guys, do something.
Do something else.
Do something to turn us in an opposite direction. I don't know how to be positive. I try to be positive. Like it's like I'm an addict right now. I'm trying so hard to not do this thing, and I just can't not be negative. I just can't. There's just nothing to be positive about here.
Yeah. It's like Crumb pulled up the wallpaper, and he's like, put it in paint, and he's like, all right, let me get some text on here. Here we go. Extra assault battles and mythic battles. Here's the EA Play logo, or the EA.
Phil the intern could have turned all this crap on, and it's done. That's all.
Well, let's get Phil the intern, our guy, like to update the weekly shipments for the first time in 6 weeks.
Yep.
Let's start there, guys. That takes all of 2 minutes. All right. Let's go to the last thing here, Cubs. And it is the new testing. There was an announcement that went out to yesterday? 2 days ago.
Yeah, I think it was yesterday, yeah.
We're talking about the new beta program. Not a lot of information provided, but they confirmed it is coming.
Yep.
And there's a survey down below, Survey Monkey. Go fill out, give me your ally code. Don't let them know your name is Urzatron, because you are not getting into that. No. Cubs, what do you think of all of this?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, it's cool, and some people may say, "Oh, hey, this survey here, this is why they took away the test accounts." And I had somebody on my Discord server say, "Hey, yo, are you going to issue an apology to Capital Games for complaining about the test accounts going away?" And I was like, "No, because these are not test accounts. These are beta accounts. This is for beta testing, and if they're going to function the way that I think they will, it's going to be focused feedback sessions, which I've been a part of the old beta program before. I did it a couple times, and then I decided to let other people handle it. And they have something coming out. They let you try it out, and then they close the build down. So I would be very shocked if any of their logic with any of this, an ounce of their logic, has anything to do with content creators having access to stuff to make videos about for their game. And so, in fact, I would be shocked if you or I were invited to joining this program. Both of us have filled out the survey. I'd be shocked if either of us were invited. I'd love to be wrong, but I highly, highly doubt that either of us get invited. So.
Yeah, here's the thing, though. I mean, even if we were part of that program, I'm pretty sure you're going to have to be under NDA, and we're both under NDA. It's fine. For the old program, I'm sure that carries over. But it's not like you could make content about what you've seen behind the scenes and testing the game. You can't talk about any of that. So it's sort of a waste of time for us to be like, guinea pigs and test for them. There's a lot of people out there that would gladly do that and want to play a
people
role
that might do it better than us. Like I like testing stuff out in videos. I think there's things I could point out, but there's a million other people that can point those things out as well that should probably be in this program. So I don't know. I mean, it's positive in the sense that having a good beta program for the game is good. But if we're looking at it from the lens of we had our test accounts taken from us and we want to be able to make content with test accounts, I don't think this will do anything for us. So I hope I'm wrong.
100%.
But.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree. And I hope those people that they do pick, they actually value their feedback. I will tell you, when we tested Jedi Knight Revan. And I remember that vividly, and we were like, yo, this is busted. This is OP as hell. And it's not like they did anything about that. So as long as they're taking the feedback and going with it, maybe it's a good thing. I don't know.
Yeah, usually the feedback would be, I remember when we used to test things when they did give us characters early to make videos on. With Revan, we gave the feedback to OP. They kind of just smiled at it. But then when we would give feedback that these solo characters, these are garbage, they'd say, oh, well, here, let us send you a write-up of how you're supposed to use them because you're obviously using them wrong. It was the same thing with the Bounty Hunter rework. I remember getting a message from a dev. They're like, whoa, wait, hold up. No, why are you being so negative? Like, they're actually really good. Look. No. So they would protest the feedback unless it's too OP, in which case they'd let it stay.
Yeah. I just vividly remember, like, Well, you gave us test footage that shows the bounty hunters, are like the new characters going against, Gear 8 characters. Like, who do you guys even play this game? Do you understand that Gear 8 mismatch of characters?
I remember for a while there was a tension with any character that came out. They wanted to give us a detailed write-up of how they should be used so that we would show them looking good. And when we couldn't figure that out because they weren't good, they would get upset.
Oh,
you just got to let the characters be what they are. Like, just let them be what they are. But
days gone by. All right, guys, we are heading over. This is a long video. Sorry about that. We're heading over to Cubs' channel. We got 3 more topics for you guys. Hang in there. It's going to be a banger.
Let's take a pact. We're going to be more positive in my video, okay?
Positivity.
I'm actually looking at the subjects. I don't think that's going to happen, but we'll try.
The audacity of Capital Games, because they are amazing. There you go.
We love them.
All right. We'll see you over there, guys. Good night from the Outer Rim.